The final sprint. Tomorrow, voters across the country will head to the polls to elect our next president. The latest Quinnipiac poll showing a dead heat in this key battleground state of Florida. Both candidates confident they'll emerge victorious.
We are going to win the great state of Florida, and we are going to take back the White House.
Tomorrow is the election, but that is just the beginning. We have to heal this country.
Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump are each blazing their own path across the country today in the final full day of campaigning in election 2016.
Taking a look at the countdown clock, it's now less than 13 hours until the polls will open here on the final day of voting. About half of Florida's voters still have to cast a ballot. Record turnout is expected tomorrow. Today, Clinton was campaigning in the crucial toss-up state of North Carolina. She also made stops in Michigan and Pennsylvania, where her lead in the polls has narrowed in recent weeks.
Trump is visiting 5 states, Pennsylvania, Michigan, North Carolina, New Hampshire, and also here in Florida. Taking a look at a couple of the final batch of national voter surveys, the new Bloomberg poll shows Clinton entering Election Day with a small, not insurmountable lead in the popular vote. She leads Trump by just 3 points.
And the margin is even closer in just one battleground state. According to a New York Times poll, the race in North Carolina is a dead heat. We have a number of reporters covering election 2016. We begin with Channel 4's Jim Piggott, who's following the preparations being made by the Duval County Supervisor of Elections. Jim.
You know, I'm at the Spirit of Life Lutheran Church just off New Berlin Road here in Ocean Way. It's kind of closed up right now, but a little bit ago, I'll tell you, there were election workers here. They all left getting ready for tomorrow. It's going to be much busier at this time tomorrow as they're expecting record turnouts in Duval County. We could see that reach as high as 80%, already 50% for the early voting turnout and absentee ballot. So it's going to be a very busy day. The tables in the voting booths are now being set up as these workers get ready for whatever happens tomorrow.
Since this is such a split precinct, what do you think it is going to be like tomorrow?
Busy, very busy. I'm going to have lines out the door.
Polls open at 7 a.m. and will remain open until 7 at night.
We think we're going to be able to handle everything tomorrow. I don't believe there's going to be any lines. I may have to eat my words, but I think we're ready for whatever happens tomorrow.
To meet that prediction of 80%, over 187,000 people will have to vote tomorrow in Duval County. Hogan says they've checked the equipment and have backup machines standing by. Right now, the Elections Canvassing Board is meeting, and what they're doing is reviewing the absentee ballots sent in that have problems in races where people have voted for more than one candidate or marked yes and no on a referendum. There have been over 3,000 ballots that have mistakes on them. This board remakes those ballots, leaving off the race in question or deciding what the voters intended to cast. As for absentee ballots, they're due tomorrow.
It has to be in our hands by 7 o'clock. So if you still have it at home, you know, the mail is not going to work. You're going to have to bring that downtown. You can't take it to a precinct.
And that is the big thing tomorrow. You can vote only at your assigned precinct. But there is one thing you can do. You still can vote by absentee downtown, but you have to do that by 7 p.m. They'll have you sign a waiver at that point down there, but it has to be in their hand at 7 p.m. because they close the doors right then. If you're voting and you're in line, they'll go to the end of the line at 7 o'clock and stop it at that point. We're live on the north side. Jim Piggott, Channel 4, the local station.
Thank you, Jim. Record numbers of early voters because of the keen interest in the presidential election. Nearly 50% of the registered voters here in Florida have already cast their ballots. It is seen as a significant development in this election year. Channel 4's Denise Harris is joining us live from the St. Johns County Supervisor of Elections office, where they also know they have a lot of votes to count. Janice?
Yes, Tom, they will have a lot of votes to count, and you mentioned how significant this is. They say it's significant here as well. I spoke with the director for the Supervisor of Elections Department here at St. Johns County, Vicki Oates, and she told me the same thing is happening here. And if anything, by seeing how many people have voted early, it's making her extremely excited about tomorrow. She says her entire staff is prepared. They are ready to see even more voters come in tomorrow morning. Since October 24th, officials say St. Johns County has had a significant number of early voters, and now they are breaking records.
We had awesome turnout. We had 71,600 voters in St. Johns County cast their ballots early. That was a record. We actually broke that record on Wednesday.
Oaks says in 2012 they had 52,000 early voters, and the 20,000 jump is exciting. According to the Florida Division of Elections, Baker, Clay, Columbia, Flagler, Nassau, and St. Johns counties have all had a 50% early voter turnout. And now the final preparations are underway before the general election. Each clerk will come here to pick up their supplies they'll need for the election day. And this red bag, the most important thing they'll return to the office. And inside of it, it'll have the election day media pouch. It'll have provisional ballots if that occurs. And the uncounted ballot envelope will be inside too.
Look at all this stuff. Wow.
The same process is happening all over the state, where the Florida Division of Elections says over 6.4 million people have already voted. Political analyst Rick Mullaney says these initial numbers show early voting has changed the way everyone thinks about the political process, especially those trying to get your vote.
Technology has changed dramatically, early voting has changed dramatically, and now campaigns are changing dramatically. Campaigns now know that people vote early. So you're seeing campaigns change their tactics and change their techniques. They are targeting their voters and they're getting them out to the polls earlier.
And Oaks is reminding everyone, make sure if you've moved to find out if your precinct has changed, you can do that by contacting the supervisor of elections. However, you can also visit our website to find out this information as well, news4jax.com. In St. Johns County, Janice Harris, Channel 4, the local station.
Thank you, Janice. And as we said earlier in the news, the presidential candidates are devoting their final hours of campaigning to several swing states.
Trump is traveling through Pennsylvania, Michigan, New Hampshire, North Carolina, and also here in Florida. Clinton is focusing on North Carolina, Michigan, and Pennsylvania. Kent is joining us with a closer look at the states that will be the most watched tomorrow night. Kent.
And Democrats, they're trying to win their third presidential election in a row. That would mean keeping the White House after a two-term Democratic president for the first time since the mid-19th century. So here are the key states to watch. Florida, of course, the biggest swing state with 29 electoral votes. A few connecting states also have the eyes of the candidates as we go into tomorrow. Georgia, traditionally red, but the state seems to be in play this year. Up the coast, South Carolina may be Republican, but North Carolina is a battleground. It's considered a toss-up right now. Believe it or not, Virginia could be in play as well, even though the vice presidential nominee for Democrats is the senator and former governor in Virginia. Let's skip up to the Rust Belt. Pennsylvania, it's anchored with Democrats on either side of the state voting heavily blue in Pennsylvania and when we're talking about Philadelphia and Pittsburgh. But what will the voters in between do? That state has gone Democrat the past 6 elections. Ohio swings between either side in any given election. Donald Trump supporters think they're doing very well there. And in the land up north, Michigan, 16 electoral votes at stake. They haven't gone Republican since 1988, but I'm told momentum has been on Trump's side, especially as the polls reflect since October 1st. Out west, Colorado, it's been considered a toss-up, but that's a tight race with 9 electoral votes. The state went for Bush 12 years ago, then with President Obama in the past 2 elections. And Nevada, also a swing state. That state, they voted for the winner in every presidential election since 1992. So place your bets, I think they'd say in Nevada. If it's a nail-biter at all tomorrow night, it could come down to what happens somewhere between Reno and Las Vegas. Tom and Mary?